Hello, and thank you for joining me today for this short video about the #1 backup solution for VMware, Veeam Backup and Replication. I'm Doug Hazelman, Director of the Global Systems Engineer Group here at Veeam Software. During this short video, I will highlight some of the features that have made Veeam Backup #1 in innovation, value, and customer satisfaction. Also, I will describe some of the new features in Veeam Backup and Replication version 4.0. Veeam Backup and Replication is the first enterprise-ready solution that combines backup and replication in a single product for fast recovery of your VMware virtual machines. It is an extension of the proven Veeam Fast SCP engine used by over 60,000 VMware professionals worldwide in their production environments today. Veeam Backup and Replication is the first and only backup software that provides 2-in-1 backup and replication in a single product for the same price. This means that you can combine different approaches for your different recovery point and recovery time objectives and stay cost efficient as your environment grows. Only Veeam gives you this much value and choice for protecting your virtual infrastructures. Veeam was the first and only VMware backup vendor to introduce heterogeneous file level recovery. This allows you to recover individual files from image level backups for not only Windows, but also Linux, Unix, BSD, and other guest file systems instantly. File level recovery has never been so easy. In a matter of seconds, you can open up your backed up virtual machine, find the files you need, and restore them without having to extract the full VM image to your local drive. With the introduction of ESXi, Veeam was the first and only vendor to support ESXi both with and without VMware Consolidated Backup, or VCB. Customers with and without shared storage are able to perform ESXi backups without having the additional overhead of deploying VCB. Here at Veeam, we understand that storage tends to be one of the most expensive parts of a virtualization infrastructure. Veeam Backup and Replication was the first VMware backup solution to implement inline deduplication that helps minimize storage costs. When performing backups of multiple virtual machines, Veeam Backup and Replication deduplicates matching data inside the backup file. Deduplication provides exceptional results when you are backing up virtual machines created from a single template or virtual machines with gigabytes of free space on their pre-allocated logical drives. For example, when you back up 5 200 gigabyte virtual machines created from the same template, you can achieve up to an 800 gigabyte reduction, or 80% of the required backup storage space. This results in significant cost savings and immediate return on investment. Veeam Backup and Replication was the first to add the most comprehensive integration with Microsoft Volume Shadow Copy Services, or VSS, that complies with Microsoft guidelines not just for backup, but also restore. Veeam Backup and Replication creates transactionally consistent backups which allow applications inside the VM to prepare for backup, so your VMware snapshot backups are no longer just crash consistent. A great example is Active Directory. With incorrect backup and, more importantly, VSS restore procedures of a domain controller, the domain controller will become inoperable due to a USN rollback issue and will need to be decommissioned and DC Pro mode before it becomes functional again. With the release of vSphere earlier this year, Veeam Backup and Replication was the first to add support for the new version of ESX. Now with Veeam Backup version 4, we extend it by adding native support for many vSphere features that I'm going to describe shortly. With over 5,000 customers worldwide, Veeam Backup and Replication is the #1 backup for VMware. #1 in innovation, value, and customer feedback. We have over 5,000 customers who use Veeam Backup and Replication in their mission-critical VMware environments around the world, ranging from small and medium-sized companies to the largest enterprises. Now, let's see what features come with Veeam Backup and Replication version 4. I will highlight only 3 of the major features. For the full feature set, please check out the What's New document at www.veeam.com. First up is Enterprise Management. The new Veeam Backup and Replication Enterprise Management Server allows for distributed enterprises to manage multiple Veeam Backup and Replication installations from a single web console. Having multiple instances of Veeam Backup and Replication allow you to deploy the backup solution and manage backup and restores according to your administrative, business, geographical, and security requirements and boundaries. While providing you with a centralized management process, Veeam Backup and Replication 4.0 also makes decentralized backup and recovery verification possible, thus addressing real-world enterprise deployment scenarios. For example, Exchange recoveries can be handled by the Exchange Administrators Group, while domain controllers, which require a different skill set, can be performed by the Active Directory Administrators Group. Native support for distributed architecture gives you the ability to easily scale your VMware backup infrastructure as your virtual environment grows by deploying additional Veeam backup and replication servers. The new Enterprise Management Server's web interface is easy to use and enables centralized reporting for all backup activities, easily control backup and replication jobs, as well as the ability to quickly find the location of the backup file for the virtual machine you need to restore. Next up is native vSphere and vStorage support. With another industry-first, Veeam Backup and Replication 4.0 offers not just compatibility, but full and native support for VMware vSphere, including new vSphere and vStorage functionality. Some of the advantages of full vSphere support include smaller backup window needed to back up the same amount of data as you had on Virtual Infrastructure 3. Native support for thin provision disks for faster full VM backups and restores, reducing the amount of physical storage required to host your production VMs. Also, the ability to leverage ESX4 change block tracking for lightning-fast incremental backup. For instance, if a VM had only 5% of changes since the last backup, the incremental backup time will be 20 times faster. Veeam Backup and Replication 4.0 also features support for the new vStorage application programming interface. vStorage API is the recommended interface for VMware vSphere backup. For example, the backup of a vSphere fault-tolerant VM will only be possible through the vStorage API. While Veeam is still committed to supporting VCB as long as customers will require, having native support for vStorage API makes Veeam Backup and Replication the most future-proof solution currently available on the market. Finally, with Veeam Backup and Replication 4.0, Veeam introduces near real-time replication. In an effort to provide the best VMware replication capabilities on the market, Veeam Backup and Replication 4.0 now leverages new vSphere 4 functionality to be able to provide you with much faster replication cycles. You can now schedule your replication jobs to run as often as every few minutes, allowing you to achieve very low recovery point objectives in case of a disaster, thus providing near continuous data protection at a fraction of the cost of hardware-based solutions. Unlike other software-based solutions which require that the replicated VM run with an open snapshot, which of course prevents vMotion and distributed resource scheduling, Veeam Backup and Replication uses new vSphere ESX4 APIs to achieve fast replication cycles. Veeam Backup and Replication also provides the ability to fail over to both the most current as well as earlier points in time in case of software corruption, functionality not available from other vendors. In this video, I have covered just some of the new features of Veeam Backup and Replication version 4.0, including enterprise management for centralized backup processing and decentralized recovery, full vSphere and vStorage support for significantly smaller backup windows, and native support for new vSphere technologies and features. Additionally, near-time replication for near CDP replication at a fraction of the cost. There are even more features that I haven't mentioned in this video. Please visit the URL on the screen to be the first to get and start using Veeam Backup and Replication, the #1 backup solution for virtual infrastructures.